Welcome, everybody, to the All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection meeting. This group is for military veterans, responders, their families, and anybody who wants to do business to business networking with us. Also, any kind of support group or advocates. And for the next 55 minutes or so here, we start each meeting with a moment of silence, and then we have our Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem. I'll tell you a little bit about what the Scuttlebutt.club is and how you can use it to sign up to be a spotlight speaker or to invite new members. And then we'll have our business briefs. Everybody will get a chance to give a 60-second business brief about yourself, your business, where you're from, all that good stuff. And then we have a hero highlight, which is done by our spotlight speaker. It's Janet Hudson today. And then we end with an inspirational thought and announcements or reminders. So I'll get us started with a moment of silence. Now, if you're able to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, you may do so.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let me see here. Get it to go. And now for the national anthem. I just used the same one we had last week, so. Right. The scuttlebutt.club is, if you put that in your browser, it will look like you see on the left there on your phone, or it should. I noticed last time I tried to do it, it didn't turn out quite right, but I'll work on that. It's better to pull it up on your computer, and there's a Zoom registration link to be able to send to people to register them for, or for them to register for the meeting, and also has a link to our Facebook there in the middle, and Instagram and our YouTube channel and all those things. And then there's the meeting agenda that you can share with people to give them idea what we do here. And there's the spotlight speaker form that they can fill out, or you can fill out to be a spotlight speaker. We try to give each person at least once a year, but if you're a regular member, you can be a spotlight speaker way more often. And there's also a place where you can book a one-to-one with me. You don't have to, but if you have questions about being a spotlight speaker, you can schedule a one-to-one with me, or if you just want to get to know me, that is my calendar link. Now I'm going to stop sharing here so we can do our 60-second business briefs. Um, let's see. Marianne, do you feel like being the co-host today? Because I don't see Terry here today.
Sure, I can go ahead and do that.
And Santa Papa
Let's,
John, can you be our timer again? Awesome. Thank you.
okay, well, let's start with the guys this time. Santa Papa John, why don't you go?
Sure, hit me when I haven't got all this stuff set up. Jeez, way to go. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend, folks. It's Monday, Monday, Monday. Santa Papa John wants to put smiles on your faces and create wonderful memories. I started doing my free readings. If you're down in the dumps and you want to hear some smiling, happy stories, every Wednesday from 7 till 8, I'm doing free readings. Did I say free? Free readings of Christmas themed stories for your little ones and for you big ones that have the little hearts as well and the big hearts. But hey, we can't forget the Warriors Beacon of Hope, the website created to support our veterans. I'm not saying the VA does a bad job. I'm just saying there's other choices out there. So I'm compiling a list of services, scholarships, and meetings to help our veterans find the information and the services that they need and require, unfortunately, sometimes every day of their lives. So help support the veterans, the Warriors Beacon of Hope.
Thank you, Santa Papa John. Greg, let's have you go.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. Greg Boone here. We've all seen the rising cost of healthcare, and it's frustrating. Impact Health Sharing is your solution. We deliver a modern alternative affordable alternative and to traditional health insurance. In fact, most people save 30 to 50% when they join. With Impact, you have the freedom to choose your providers and without a referral, and you have a network of I'm sorry, I messed it up. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. You'll get some time later then. Kurt, why don't you go ahead?
All right, I'm ready to go. Guten Kurt. Hope everybody's enjoying Kurtoberfest. We have a great opportunity for you to come on shows, talk shows, be interviewed to do more of this, sharing who you are, what you do, your products, services, business journey, and have a ton of fun. Share anything personally you like to share. And with the fun, we even take skeletons in your closet. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to co-create these videos, folks, and we're going to blast them all over LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, X Spaces. We're going to do the whole thing, get that social media blast going out there. All a big, ginormous exercise that creates a challenge for you to make sure that everybody that I know knows you. Yahoo! Thank you. Back to you. That's how we do.
Okay, Steve, do you want to give it a go and tell us a little bit about yourself? As soon as the timer thing is finished.
You bet. Yeah, my name is Steve, and I grew up in a military family. I'm a former law enforcement officer and a veteran. And I really care about veterans and first responders. The tough career choice. I am now in 30 years a therapist, and I'm in helping people and have a life guarantee. And a lot of veterans, a lot of first responders have issues with tobacco, and I can help them become free. And offer a substantial discount to veterans and first responders.
Great. Steve, I think you're having a little bit of problems with your internet because you were kind of going in and out there. I think we got a lot of what you said, but you were mixing. So go ahead and put your information
Okay.
in the chat there and see how people can get a hold of you. Okay. Natalie,
Okay.
let's go ahead with you.
Hi, I'm in Michigan, and we started out chilly this morning, but we're having a beautiful afternoon, so it's a lovely full day. I don't have green grass right now. I have red maple leaves carpet, but that's part of fall. I am here to help you feel better and help your young people. You know, there's 60 to 7% of our teens have sleep trouble. They're in debt. They don't get enough sleep, and 60% feel stressed. A lot of children, there's just so much allergies and asthma, and even adults, and especially this time of the year. Well, spring and fall, it seems like they get hit with the allergies. So um, I can help you feel better with the Shackley products that are tried and proven. And my question would be, not only would you think about how healthy you want to be in your last 10 years of life, but also right now, consider whether the products that you use are really safe at the cellular level. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. Okay, Reinette, would you like to go ahead and tell us a little bit about you? You're on mute, Reinette. You have to unmute. Reinette, you're still on mute. You have to unmute your computer.
Okay,
There you
how's
go.
that?
There you go.
All right. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Renat, and I am in the energy space. So I help people and families and small commercial businesses pay less for that pesky electric bill that you have to pay month after month after month, whether you want to or not. We have some wonderful rates down in Texas at the moment. We also have a proprietary software so that we can help our Texas customers pay another $10 less a month if you have a smart thermostat. And we are the only company that offers that. We also can come in and we can help nonprofit organizations create a monthly stream of income. So that's really fun. We really like to work with a lot of churches, veterans groups. We can go ahead and help them. And
Thank you. That's to
thank
be
you.
continued. Okay, Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela Nelson, and I would love to have a one-to-one with each and everybody here, even if it's been a while since we've had one. I equip, educate, and empower families and to learn financial literacy and to help them win the money game. I try to also help with retirement education, giving people ideas, things that they can do to improve their retirement. And I'm also a Legal Shield associate, and I can also help small businesses with, especially people who are in retirement who want to start their own business now that they're retired from their corporate job with business loans, small business loans. So make that part of your retirement plan. So I'm Angela with Starship Solutions. Thank you.
Okay, Janet, you get a 1 minute before you're speaking too.
For my
So
long
let's hear from
minutes.
you.
Okay. Well, how many people here know of people who complain that they have pain? Anybody run across people like that? I don't know. Maybe I'm a magnet. People come up and strangers come up and talk to me and tell me all their issues. Well, it is definitely a problem everywhere around the world, and we have technology that can help with that. And that is really what led me to LifeWave was, and I'll tell my story here in a minute. So we help people with Not a Me Too product is something completely different. It is technology that was created by an amazing inventor. His name is David Schmidt, and it helps people all around the world to get out of pain, sleep better, have more energy, all those things that you want to have as you're growing older. So I'll tell you more about that here in a minute. I'm always looking for people who are struggling with those issues to try to help them feel better without drugs or injections or swallowing anything. Thanks.
Okay, I'll wait till the timer goes off in a second. Okay, there you go. Thanks, Santa Papa John. Hey everyone, I am Marianne Guinea Jackson. My brand is simply marianne.com. Everybody wants to have a life that works. I help you build it with clarity, confidence, and connection because the right connections, the right guidance, and the right consulting support change everything. I have three brands, 4CI Management, Healthy Success Made Simple, and Lonaloo Books. So depending on what you're looking for, I'm going to have something that's going to be able to share with you. Ask yourself a question. Where is your calmness coming from? Where's your extra money coming from? And if you're one of those people who is wondering how they're going to afford things like I have, where my home insurance literally just doubled, my car insurances have gone up at least 50%. There are ways out there to save more money. Is the store you're shopping with today giving you free money? Are you getting money back when you shop at other stores? Come and talk to me if any of those things are important to you. Marianne Guinea, and I'm simply Marianne. Back to you, Angela.
Thank you, Marianne. Great job co-hosting. And again, thank you for hosting the last couple of weeks so I could be playing hooky. All right. Let's see. So for our hero highlight today, will be Janet about her and Bob's service. And you want to tell them a little bit about this picture, Janet, of where this is from?
Sure, I'd be happy to. This was actually leaving Desert Storm. We were there for Desert Shield, Desert Storm about 8 months in Saudi Arabia. We were the closest base to Kuwait that had the A-10 Warthog tank killer planes and F-4s at that base, and two air transportable hospitals, which is what I was a part of. So Bob was on the flight line working on instruments, and I was nursing there in the emergency room, running the emergency room. And this was a great day because we were heading back home. All of the hospital left already. My nursing, the head of the nursing asked me if I wanted to wait and go home with Bob. So they allowed me to stay 4 extra days and actually go on the plane with him instead of going back with all the medical people. So I thought that was cool. And we got to go on a 747 instead of some other kind of plane. So that was interesting. But yeah, that was what that picture was about. Lots of exciting stories with Desert Storm.
And you look exactly the same age now as you did then.
Well, you're sweet, but that's not a close-up, and neither is this. But thank you, though.
Okay, well, so Janet is our spotlight speaker today. Her and Bob are with LifeWave. They're LifeWave brand partners, and this is your correct information. Is that right?
It is. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to stop sharing so that you can talk to everybody. Janet and I've known each other for quite a while through this networking group, even before we were on Alignable. We go way back before the COVID. So, but anyways, I'm gonna let you have some time here. Let's say set the timer, Santa Papa John, for 17 minutes. You don't have to talk that long, but just we've got plenty of time.
Okay. If I could have the ability to present. Okay. It's on there now. I think it's
Hang
okay.
on a second. Let me put, I forgot to make you.
I think it's okay now. I just have to get to the right place.
Oh, yeah, you are. I think, Marianne, you must have done that. Did you?
Thank you. Whoever did it, thank you so much. Can everybody see my screen?
No.
You can't see my screen?
We
I
see a
just
white
see
line.
a
That's
white
it.
strip in the middle of the screen.
That's interesting. Let me stop share. Share again. Let's try this one.
There you go.
Ah, perfect. I don't know what the other one was doing. Who knows? Love Zoom when it works. Okay. I'm going to actually use my website, janethudsonforhealth.com, to talk to you a little bit about LifeWave today. And the main reason that I found LifeWave was 30 plus years after Desert Storm. I developed, well, actually about a year and a half afterwards, I developed all kinds of issues that they say are from Desert Storm. Two autoimmune issues. I had muscle, joint, and nerve pain. Of course, the nerve pain was the kicker. That was so bad. Sleep issues, colon issues. Eventually had colon cancer. In October is my ninth. This is my ninth year celebrating being cancer free from colon. Yes, I'm very excited about that. So when I heard about this technology, I was always searching for natural ways to heal because my background is in nursing. I was an advanced nurse practitioner that specialized in anesthesia for many years. I retired 2 years ago after 42 years in nursing. And I know what drugs do to our bodies, and the ones they wanted to put me on, I didn't want to take. They were just so bad, either for my brain or they were addicting. I'm like, I don't want to take any of that. So I was always looking for natural things to take care of myself. And when I came across this technology, my first thought was, I put a patch on and my stem cells are going to reactivate and I'm going to feel better. That just sounded like a bunch of hooey, right? It just didn't sound possible. But I was miserable. My husband had a rotator cuff tear at the time. He was miserable. He said, get some for me. And I said, okay, I'm going to get some, but I doubt that they're going to help us. But there's a money back guarantee, so why not try it? I'm so glad I did because it'll be 3 years in February. All of the issues I dealt with have been gone, most of them for almost 3 years. The nerve pain took about 7 months. But I just can't imagine my life what it would be like now if I hadn't found this technology, to be honest with you. So we are looking for people who want a more youthful version of themselves, who want to actually age gracefully and actually maybe reverse aging as they're aging, which is why people sometimes say, Janet, I haven't seen you in 5 years and you look younger now. What are you doing? I'm wearing this little patch. Yes, the benefit of looking younger is wonderful, but it's not really my outside appearance that matters to me. It's how am I functioning inside my body? That is what's important without medications, injections, and surgery. So it's simple, safe, and affordable. And pictures really tell, right? Here is some pictures for you. Rosemary in 2022 of June looked like she could use a little bit of help there. And this woman, now this is December 22, how much better she looks there, how much brighter her eyes are. That's from detoxing with our technology. And just she looks better. Her folds are lifted. Everything looks improved. But if you saw her now, 2025, she looks way younger than she looks in this picture. So it does really reverse the outside of your body. But here's the important things is what's going on the inside. As a nurse, I was amazed, like this bunion surgery down at the bottom here. That is not even a month later. You can barely even see the incision. And this guy over here fell through the rafters, broke 6 ribs, punctured a lung. The doctor said, you might go back to work in 6 weeks, if you're lucky, because there's so much pain as those ribs are scraping together because they're broken, right? He went back to work in 3 weeks because it mended quicker with our technology. It speeds up healing. This lady had major allergies, which she certainly looked like she did, and she looks like a new, younger version of her has come to town 4 months later. This lady had radiation treatment, and I mean, it really was bad, right? This is less than a month later. That's how fast healing happens with our technology. It really, truly is amazing. And why is that happening? X39 elevates a copper peptide in your body called GHK, turns stem cells back to work. Stem cells do amazing things. Nobody else in the world has our technology. So we're not a Me Too company. Nobody else can do what we do. And as we age, this graph kind of shows you the picture of how your stem cells go down. Now, as a nurse, I knew all about stem cells. No doctor ever said how much they decrease as you age, and that's why you start having so many issues in your body. That and what you do to your body, honestly. I mean, what you're eating and drinking and exercising, all these things are important. But the stem cells going down so dramatically, I'm almost 67, and at my age, normally I would have way less than 10% stem cell activity that's active in my body. So now I know I have lots of it activating because I'm seeing my metabolic age keep going down. It started in the 40s when I first started testing it, which was about 8 months, 7, 8 months after I started on the product. And now I'm running 33 to 34 is my age metabolically. So I know that my aging process is reversing because of those numbers going down. And lab work that I have done, other things, how mobile I am, how much more limber I am, all these things are happening. So GHK copper peptide, they've known for over 50 years, will reset about 4,000 of our genes to a healthier state. It floods the cells with collagen. So I'm not talking about collagen that maybe might help you look better. It's actually surrounding the cells, making the cell membrane stronger, making more mitochondria in your cells, which are your powerhouse to actually give you energy. So they are really doing some amazing things, that copper peptide. And it's been proven in multiple studies. Everything he does is studied to death, so it's not... Oh, I want to go back with this. I'm like, that is not where it belongs. I want to show you a quick video, but let me know if you can hear it.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells, a true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today.
So I am so happy that I found this technology, and I just want to show you a couple of testimonials. We help people in 80 countries around the world. So there are people every day that are using our technology. In fact, Bob and I are making money in our sleep because we have people in Europe that are using our products. And whenever they're working, we're making money too. So there's not many businesses that you can have where you're making money as you're sleeping. Cam-A is kind of my poster child person, I think, for this technology. This woman was on eight pain medications for her pain issues. She has severe scoliosis, and you can see in her face when she started on the product, everything is swollen. she's not detoxing well. She just looks like she's miserable. And the changes that have happened to her, that was just in a year's time, not even a year's time. And every time I see her, she looks better. But what's important is I noticed even in her back that her scoliosis is changing. And people are like, that's not possible. Well, it is possible because stem cells do structural things in your body, and you can really help the back get straighter. You can also regrow cartilage in knees. I mean, these things the doctors will say, this is not possible, like the orthopedic surgeon. Well, they don't want it to be possible because then they don't get to do as many surgeries, right? But it is possible. And I have, testimonial after testimonial about those things happening. Melissa said same problem I had for many, many years was sleep. I would sleep 3 or 4 hours a night, could wake up, couldn't go back to sleep. And she said since the second day of wearing the patch, she sleeps like a baby through the night. And she even broke her ankle and still slept through the night, which to me is pretty amazing. So it was helping with the pain and helping her sleep. Rich had a elbow issue. He put a patch on there almost immediately. It was 90% gone. And after a while, he forgot he even had pain and forgot the patch was on. He found it 2 days later. I said, well, it's not going to hurt you. You only had that one patch to use, but you usually wear them 12 hours a day. And Stacy was using LifeWave with this testimony about 3 weeks, and her joints stopped hurting. She had more energy, and she lost her brain fog, which is amazing. If you are living with brain fog, it really does make a big difference in that. And Brooke is a competitive dancer. She is one of my friends locally here in Knoxville, and she hurt herself, but then had this major competition, and she calls me up in a panic. She's like, what should I patch? How should I patch? And I told her what to do, and she got through her competition and earned 2 high platinum awards, which is the highest you can be awarded in her competition. So she was very excited. So who do you know that is dealing with kinds of issues that we can help? Who do you know that might be interested in a company that has the only technology in the world that can do these things? And that way, we are just growing so fast because of that. We are about to go Thursday to California for our annual international conference. We're very excited for that. David Schmidt always spends a lot of time on stage telling us about what's coming up. We know that there's a water system coming out. It's a tabletop water system. The studies they've done so far, they've done 7. And in all of the studies, within 15 seconds to a minute, this light infused water is making everybody 100% changes in their body. With 15 seconds to a minute, all these changes are being recorded. So he just keeps working on different technology. Eventually, there's going to be a way for you to power your home without any kind of fossil fuel. And it'll make so much energy for your home that you can actually sell it back to the grid. That's coming out in about 5 years. So if you're looking for a company that's really forward thinking in what it's doing for the earth and for people, this is an amazing business to get involved with. Bob and I spend a lot of time with veterans, and a good portion, I'm going to stop share here, a good portion of what we make in our monthly goes back to veterans. We give free patches out to veterans who can't afford them. So if you have someone in your life who's in that kind of situation, we'd love to talk to them and see if we can help them. So that's what we do. We just talk to people. We let them know about the technology and then see if we can help them in any way or to help them build whatever kind of income they would like to. So yeah, take questions if there are any. Be happy to try to answer them.
Anybody have any questions? I have one question. I seem to recall something about the patches were initially designed to help improve the skills of the military. What was the story on that? Do you remember?
No, yeah, I remember well. The first patches that came out were called energy enhancers, and they were designed for the Navy SEALs for the mini sub program. So David Schmidt worked with DARPA and was designing all these different things from metal alloys to these patches. And they worked so well for keeping them awake and alert without amphetamines and caffeine. and also recovered faster from, when you're under the water like that, your body really does react to that. And the recovery, you can be really exhausted for days and weeks at a time after that much time under the water. So they were recovering faster using the energy enhancer. So what happened was 9/11. So 9/11 was awful, but for LifeWave to become a company where anybody can get his patches was kind of, I think, God's plan to come something good to come out of all that evil, because he was able to take his technology and start LifeWave. It's 21 years old now with that energy enhancer. Quickly went out to the sports world, to Olympians, professional athletes, and collegiate athletes, all making their times better and recovering faster. Went through the whole anti-doping thing because they were saying, oh, there has to be a drug in that patch. There, of course, it's just technology. So yeah, that's how it started, Angela, with the energy enhancer in the military.
I always thought that was so interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? Thank you, Janet. And I'm really glad that you got into more specifically about the LifeWave patches, because I know you're always really good about sharing. I highly recommend everybody to have a one-to-one with Janet, because she's all about health and wellness. And with her background as a nurse anesthetist, am I saying that right?
You are. Brownie
Yes.
points.
And she really does approach this from a scientific viewpoint. And she's great about helping with your health and wellness journey as well. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you, Angela. There are many things you can do for your health, even besides our patches, to help yourself be healthier and to help your stem cells live longer. So yeah, I'm happy to talk to anybody.
Okay, and if you want to take a screenshot so you can reach out. Also, Janet, you have your information in the chat, right?
I will. I'll put it in there.
And oops, I got this backwards. Ruben goes here. I was doing this very much in a hurry right before I left Pensacola, because I got in really late last night, but Ruben should be on the 27th here. He's our speaker next week, and we are looking for spotlight speakers for the 3rd and on. We will not be meeting the week of Thanksgiving, and there's a possibility I may be traveling that week. And also the week of Christmas. But can you believe we're coming up that quickly on the holidays? It's like kind of scary. But sign up to be a spotlight speaker. We'll get you on the calendar. Our inspirational thought today is your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And that was a quote by Steve Jobs. Do we have any announcements or testimonials before we say goodbye? And I want to thank everybody who came. I want to thank Steve for being here. And Renette, am I saying your name right? Renette?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, yeah. Is this your first time here as well?
I'm sorry?
Is this your first time here?
I was on here a couple months ago.
Okay, I thought
Yeah,
you looked
so
familiar. Okay, any announcements or testimonials?
I have a couple testimonials. Natalie's products, they are really quality products that are really well tested. So if you're interested in anything she has, you really should talk to her. And she's a poster child, for her age and shape she's in. And you just need to have a one-to-one with her. And what Greg does, I think it's called Impact Health. Is that correct, Greg? Yeah, Impact Health is really great for people who are looking for a way to get health care and not be stuck with a specific plan, where you can go see anybody you want to. It's less expensive than some of the plans, especially the Obamacare stuff. So yeah, definitely find out more about Impact Health if somebody's looking for healthcare. It's a great program. And Marianne deals with Melaleuca, which is a health and wellness company also. And we've used their products for, 12 plus years. And I love certain things that they have, their cleaning products and their laundry stuff. And it's just really good quality stuff, very concentrated, American made. You just can't go wrong with that company.
Any other testimonials or any announcements, any meetings coming up? All right. Well, I am so glad we are actually finishing up early. So if anybody has anything they want to stay and talk about, you're welcome to. Does anybody want to see my daughter getting married? No. But I would like to show y'all where I was staying at. I'm gonna say goodbye and stop recording here. Stop